In 2000, my daughter Meagan was 4 years old, and I knew something was up. She wasn't herself. I took her to Sick Kids, which ended up being the longest day of my life. After a full afternoon of tests, we found out that Meagan was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor.
Brain tumors are the leading cause of cancer-related death in children and young people.
Well, brain tumors in children are at times very difficult to treat. The chances for survival are fairly small. What I think is very important to know is that pediatric brain tumors in general are increasing in our population.
Shortly after Meagan passed, I kept dreaming and envisioning this human hug around the hospital that had treated her.
Meagan's hug shares a message of hope and raises awareness and funds for pediatric brain tumor research.
Right off the start, I wanted to put awareness to the seriousness of brain tumors, to raise funds for the doctors. I also wanted to bring families together who've lost their children as a chance to celebrate them.
When Maya got brain cancer, she was having a hard time doing stuff.
They told us she had 6 to 9 months to live.
Maya was very kind, a great sister, and she was funny.
I was in a wheelchair and the nurse wheeled me to the window, and that's when I saw all the walkers and everyone waving up at the hospital, and it felt very special.
Giving that hospital a hug that very first time was so incredible.
The part where people join hands, it is something that becomes very meaningful. I think that makes us a pretty lucky place to have something like this, motivated by one woman, one mother.
Meagan's hug is more than an annual hospital hug. Our impact extends through the year with our Kids Helping Kids school program.
Meagan's hug allowed me to connect with different students, to understand their struggles and realize that there is a Meagan at every school somewhere that really needs our help.
When you bring something like Meagan's hug into a school, what we found is that it really engenders a lot of student leadership. They're actually doing something more than raising funds.
And it's empowering for students to understand that it's students giving back to students, children giving back to students, and kids helping out kids.
We're very excited that we have a fellowship program that supports doctors all around our world that come here to Toronto, and then they can bring their experiences and their great work here back to their own countries.
What they do in research and the raising of the funds for these incredible children, we can make a difference, and let's never give up.
Solidarity. When it comes to these kids, we're all for one and one for all.
Together, we hug.
Together, we hug.
Together, we hug.
Together, we support.
What he said.
Hope changes everything.
Hope changes everything.
Hope changes everything.
Colleen is my hero.
Together, we hug.
By becoming a Meagan's Hug partner, you are bringing us one step closer to a world where no child has to fear a brain tumor diagnosis.
In my mind, we've only really just begun. I think the world is waiting for our hug.